Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Black Ink Crew Chicago, Season 4, Episode 7. Let's go. Like, OMG, Charmaine coming in like the H.B.I.C. And she coming in there trying to wreck things. I was like, oh no, they are not going to go for what you saying, Charmaine, because you're only the manager. If you're really the manager, because these guys are all supposed to be a team and working together. But just to see Ford, Don, and Van just sit there and just talk about Charmaine with Lily. Lily just making fun of, with Reese too, making fun of Charmaine. Like, Charmaine ain't gonna move me. She can't move me. She can't do nothing to me. And like, let me see her do something. And then I believe Don was like, you know, if it'll be wise decision if Charmaine goes nowhere near you. Then they laugh, they chuckle. I was just like, damn, like they getting a kick out of Charmaine getting her ass beat. And it's like, wow, Ford, because you were so, in a couple episodes, you were so happy that Charmaine was supporting you, and she got you to be on that concert thing, you know, the biggest concert they have in Chicago. She made that happen for you. She was promoting your song. She was there for you, and now you disgusted with Charmaine, like you can't stand her. It's like, whoa. Like, you really chose sides. Like, these guys are disgusting. I mean, straight up disgusting to me. Like, point blank, period. Like, no one even is sticking up for Charmaine, or even trying to say, Lily, what you did to Charmaine is wrong. You shouldn't be fighting her. You shouldn't handle business like that. That's not what we're here for. Nobody is correcting Lily, is telling Lily she did anything wrong. They're actually souping her head up, making her feel like she's big and bad and bold. Like she's bucking back being bold. Something like being back, being boy, I can't say. That's YG song. So I'm just like, yo, like, Charmaine ain't got no friends, and Danielle really can't say nothing or do nothing because she can't fight, and she got beat up too as well. And it's like, Charmaine, you need to hire Jennifer, or you need to hire Nikki, you know, pay them some money to be your protection and your bodyguard anytime. But then that would be more drama. But I'm just like, yo. And then Forrest like, oh, I don't want to leave the shop. I was thinking about going to Ryan's shop, you know. And let's not talk about that tattoo that woman complained about that you did that looked nothing like her son. Okay, you're not that great of a tattoo artist, so don't even go there. And it's just like Lily just in there being back, being bold, bucking back, being bold. Like she's walking like she talking. And like, come on. Like, this is just like, Lily made me want to get that head up. I'm sorry. She really did, like, for real, for real. Like, and Lily looked like she was drunk. She looked all high, and she looks high. Like, you know, she's a functional alcoholic. And, I was just like, well, Charmaine, now it's just like nobody has Charmaine's back at all. And so Charmaine walks into the shop, and she was like, hey, I got some rules, this and that. Like, the rules that she have are kind of like, really, I don't know the tattoo shop rules, how they do it. I know in salons, you know, you rent out chairs, you pay your booth rent and stuff like that. But she's talking about she wants you to pay up front. And most salons, what I see is the money doesn't go to the hairstylist, it goes to the owner, and the owner put it in a cash register. Only thing we do is give the hairstylist tips and things like that. But so she came in there, and they're like making fun of Charmaine because, like, oh, Charmaine Googled that. She got that off of, online. And Lily was like, oh, she's trying to make us corporate. She's trying to change us to be like white people. She's trying to whitewash us. I don't know what she was saying, but she was like, she's trying to come in here with the white tacticals and things like that. This ain't corporate. This is the hood. This is what Lily's saying. And so all of them are upset with it because they don't want to pay up to 50% up front. They want to be able to take their cash and put it in their pocket and not put it in the till. And it's just like, somebody got to pay the rent, because Ryan probably let them skeet away with it because he got the money. He knew he was going to collect the money at the end of the day. And plus, Ryan does have a big bank account. Do you see that car he just brought Rachel? I don't know if he brought it, leased it, whatever, but you got to have credit, some type of money to put down. I think you only need like $1,300 to put down, $1,200 to put down. So anyways, so Ryan's not there to make sure the bills are being paid, because it's going to come out of his pocket first, because he was actually running the shop, the business part of the shop. He wasn't able to run the shop correctly with the team because there was no rules and no regulations. So now you see Ryan is putting down rules and regulations, and it's not a family thing anymore. It started off on the wrong feet, but they have to do something. They're either going to have to bring these two shops they're going to have to either bring these cats back to Ryan's shop. Ryan's going to either have to come back to their shop, or they're going to have to focus on one shop because it's just too chaotic. It's confusing. confusing. It's just too much drama, and the drama don't make sense. It don't look right. And so then now we got Lily talking about she's gonna have a strike and she's gonna get a witch, and she's with Reese. Reese is all in the bullshit because, you know, she only knows Lily or whatever, but wait till Lily turns on her. Lily done fought everybody. She fought Danielle, she fought Cobra, and she fought, you know, Charmaine, and she fought Junior before too as well. She so she be going in, so she don't care, whatever. And it's just like, damn, no one is sticking up for Charmaine at all, just saying that it's wrong for what Lily's doing. They're condoning her violence. But, you know, if it was anybody else, they'll be on them. Like, I just feel like it's just fugazi for these guys not to have Charmaine back at all, not to even put Lily in her place and say that you're wrong, even like chastise her for what she's doing to Charmaine, that this is inappropriate, this is not how we do things. You can't handle situations like that, because, you know, it's gonna end up being nasty, and on these guys are gonna end up fighting. And it seems like the next episode that they're gonna all end up fighting, because Lily goes over there and she attacks Junior girlfriend, but Junior girlfriend was fighting her ass back, and I think Junior jumped in, I think Ryan jumped in, and I think the other guys jumped in, but they jumped in to help, you know, Lily. They didn't jump in, they never ever jump in to help Charmaine or Danielle at all. I'm like, wow, they wait for them to get beat up and then break it up. And the only person that really broke it up was Don. Don's the only person that really broke up the fight with, you know, Lily and Lily and Charmaine. Lily and Danielle. And it took him a while to get up, and he was sitting right next to them. Van didn't move, Ford didn't move. I was just like, whoa. So now she's gonna go on strike, which makes no sense. Like, okay, now we're gonna go on strike and we're gonna get a witch and we're gonna put it outside and we're gonna protest, me and Reese. Like, that just real kiddie shit. It doesn't really make any sense at all, because it's bad for business. People's not gonna want to come to your business. And then on top of that, didn't you guys say, didn't Van say it was a hard time to get the shop for them to rent to them because of all the chaotic things they had going on in the past? So now you got a big ass witch in the parking lot, and you got 2 drunk people out there protesting, because, you know, Lily was drunk. She was lit. She stays lit. And so, like, it just don't make any sense. It all seems really, really scripted. Charmaine coming in there like, oh, we're gonna do this now, like, and she knows that it's not gonna work with these people to come in there and say, I'm gonna take this and take that, step by step with the rules. You know, put down 50 rules on a piece of paper and see which is all these guys can agree with. But it just seems like it's just a bad situation, and they need to do something about it, because it's like, I guess the Jamaica trip will make up for all this fugazi crap that's going on that's not interesting at all. And so now they're doing their protesting. We have Junior and Ryan. They pull up together. Junior got a new car. He's doing good. And Junior and Ryan actually, you know, had their little tiff last episode, but now they're doing their thing. Junior is working at Ryan's shop, and he's happy, and they're cool, and he's going to be managing it. And then we get to the receptionist. I don't know if I think the reception name is Bella. I don't know her name. But, you know, she seems cool. She seems nice. She seems funny. She seems young. She seems like she's harmless. But we'll see what happens. And actually, you know, there's graffiti on Ryan's wall, on his windows, and he's kind of upset about it. But he remember when he used to go around tagging on people's property. So now he said he feels like the old man in the bunch. And then they end up talking about Ryan actually marrying, you know, Rachel, you know, putting a ring on it. They've been together for 15 years. All together, we count the times that they were all, I guess 15 years is that, but you know, they broke up along the way, and he cheated along the way too as well, and supposedly she cheated along the way too as well. So I don't know, but that is about her. That's what, you know, the rumors out on the blogs. So that's what I'm saying, allegedly. And so Ryan was like, I'm going to do it when I'm ready. And so they have the receptionist wiping down the window to clean the graffiti off the wall. And he was like, Junior was like, it's probably going to happen a lot. Like, get used to it, man, because this is where you at, unless you want to move to Hollywood, where, you know, Kat is at. Katrina's in Hollywood. She got a new shop out in Hollywood doing her thing. She helped break up this shop, and she bounced and went to Cali. She needs to come down here and help these guys out, but she'll probably just add her on to the mess. And so now we have, you know, Van is kind of upset because he get a phone call. His brother calls him and tells him that, you know, Jennifer's out here cheating and doing something out here in the streets with some guy. I know she had sex on him. How do you know she had sex on him? Was you there? Did you see them have sex? So now Van is intoxicated. I don't know what's up with Van. Van just seems like he's out of it. He shows up to like right next to Jenn house is an abandoned house. He throws a bottle in it. He's yelling. He's screaming. You know, he kicked her car. Like, what's wrong with you? And he's yelling. He was like, you cheated on me. This and that. You did all this. And she was like, how? What are you talking about? Did you see me do it? I didn't do this or whatever. But we find out that she admit that she did something wrong in a club with a guy. And this is not the first time that she's been out here in these streets with these other dudes. So maybe it's a good idea that Van didn't marry her. I don't know how many times Van cheated on her, but it seems like they don't have a stable relationship. Then they argue, and she was like, oh, you want a show? I'll give you an effing show. And she's yelling, she's screaming in his face, he's screaming in her face, and she was like, I'm the real gorilla out here. She's calling him a B word. She's acting like, yo, I'm the streets, I'm here. Girlfriend, you're gonna get your butt tore up. I would not want to fight no man. Don't try to fight no man. Don't try to go toe to toe with no man, because his punches will hurt way more than your punches. His punches will knock you out. You don't want to fight with no man, because once you start an abusive relationship, it ends up really bad and it's really terrible. It's not a good thing. It's not a happy thing. So don't try to fight guys out here. Even though you tough, you may think you you know, a boxer out here. Don't try to fight men, because it's not a good look. She's yelling and screaming in his face, and he not like, if the cameras and security wasn't there, I don't know what would happen. Well, my assumption is he would be, I don't know what Van would do to Jenn if security wasn't there. But it seemed like he did have some self-control, because he did kick her car, and then he knocked the camera out of the cameraman's hand. I wonder if that came out of his paycheck. I wonder if that was a bogus camera, because that's some money right there. So he takes off and he leaves, and he's on his merry way. And he calls her a B word. She calls him a dirty ass bitch. I'm just like, okay. And so we get to Ryan. Ryan's having a celebration in his house at Mother's Day. He seemed more at peace. He seemed more at ease. But you know, Ryan had a heart attack last year, so you know, he really got to take it easy. So everyone think that he's going to marry Rachel. We get to see Rachel's father. He's a handsome man. He supports Ryan. He likes Ryan, so it's all good. And Ryan has a gift for Rachel, and it's a brand new Mercedes Benz, and it looks nice. I was like, uh-oh, Ryan running in that dough, baby. So he gives her a Mercedes Benz. He says she wants a Mercedes Benz more than a ring, and she says yes, she wanted a Mercedes Benz more than a ring, because they got some situations they need to work out before they get married, you know. And they've been together for 15 years. Why rush now? 15 years already went by. Why rush? Usually when you wait 15 years and then you get married, they end up getting divorced in like 3 or 4 years. So hopefully, you know, everything works out with that situation. With Ryan's family seemed happy. It's all together. Then we get to Charmaine. Her mom comes to visit. Her mom was like, you should have picked me up from the airport, you know. Charmaine was like, I've been so busy. So much stuff is going on. I'm running the shop, and I'm getting all these problems from all these employees, you know, this and that. I'm having a hard time. I'm the head H.B.I.C in charge. Charmaine's mother's like, you're going about it the wrong way. You don't have the skills. They actually have the skills. They have the talent. You know, you can't come in there and tell you're going to take this and do this and that to them. That's wrong. And you always had that. You always wanted to be bossy. You always want things your way and all this other stuff. So the mom is giving, you know, Charmaine a reality check and letting her know that maybe she needs to handle her business differently. She was asking her, how did you approach the situation? How did you talk to them? Then it was a flashback when she came in and she was all like ghetto and ignorant, like she was running. Like, if you're gonna talk like that and walk the walk, you're gonna have to learn how to fight, Charmaine. You're gonna have to go to boxing classes. You're gonna have to learn how to fight in general just to survive. You're gonna learn how to defend yourself when a man or a woman come at you, and you need to survive because you got a lot of mouth. You need to learn how to fight. Even though you haven't been coming at Lily, and Lily shouldn't be hitting you or anything like that, because you guys started off this season cool, you know, but it just went downhill from there. So So Charmaine tries to go apologize, because I was gonna say Charlamagne because, you know, Charmaine was on the Breakfast Club, and she was just saying that, you know, she gets beat up, you know, she can't fight. And that's it. I'm just like, damn, you need to learn how to fight, because ain't nobody on this show got your back at all. And if shit goes down, you need help. You need to be able to defend yourself seriously, for real, for real. So then moving on from that, we get Don and his son. This old sad situation with Don, like he's all depressed, and he's with his son DJ, and it's Mother's Day, and you know, his wife Ashley somewhere in Texas, which I believe she's just in Chicago, and doing this little sad thing. He's talking about mommy's coming home. Like, damn, Don, Don, you created the situation. Like, how do you think she's supposed to feel when you're on Instagram Live having sex with somebody? I hope this was just for the TV show, just to get ratings. But for you to be live on Insta Snap, on Insta Story, and to be having sex with another woman and getting blowjobs and stuff like that, that's the total disrespect. Like, that's just like outright saying that I don't want you, I don't want to be with you, I don't care what we have, it don't matter. Like, how does someone, like, at least if you cheat, I hear about it, I find out about it through the grapevines or whatever, but I don't want to see a video and then everybody knows about it. Like, come on, the whole world, people that I don't even know about it, and plus we on this TV show so the world know. So how do you expect actually to feel? Like, even though she's been cheated on over and over and over, but a video, like, damn, you're doing it to your own family. How did you think your family was going to survive with this type of video being out, or you almost getting another girl pregnant, and then supposedly she had an abortion? That's supposed to be a lie or whatever. And because he said he would never ever pay for a woman or want an abortion because he loves his kids. So right now he's dealing with DJ. He's trying his best, but he created this whole situation and actually helped create the situation by taking him back over and over and over and not putting rules and putting her foot down with Don, and actually quitting working, because if she was still working and she was working at corporate job, she would be able to move into another apartment and do her thing while she's going through the situation with Don. But I understand she needed her family. She wanted the support of her family to help her through this situation. So so moving on from that, I was just like, damn. So I was just like, so then now we get Jennifer, and we have Nikki actually looked flawless. I mean, her hair, her makeup, her clothes, everything. Like, she looks, like, in this episode, like, she seems so cool and so nice. It's so nice to see when she's not arguing or having a fight with Floor, because you get to see more of her. I hope she just works on herself, because I think Nikki is a nice person. I think she's been through a lot. She has abandonment issues. So, she has to learn how to deal with her aggression. So Charmaine needs to hire Nikki to defend her and help her out. Be like, let that be Nikki's part-time job. So Nikki and Jenn, they get in the car and they go cruising. You see Jen's car is all cute. She looked nice with that little short wig on. And then they break into Van's house, steal his stuff, steal his Yeezy, his Timberlands, his Jordan, his clothes. And then she leaves a sign with ketchup, Jenn and Van forever ever. Yes. And they almost got caught. And so, Nikki was like, this is crazy. When Nikki walked in the house, she started drinking the Ciroc. I was like, see, that's the type of Nikki I like. I come in the house, I see Ciroc, I'm gonna take some Ciroc. I like that. And like, it was a good scene. Look how pretty they both look. Too bad they both just we all got issues, but they got issues that are plaguing national TV. And it'd be nice if they work out on their issues, because Jenn has issues. She's cheating on Van. She's cheating on Van. And then on top of that, she wants to get married to him and all this other stuff. And she's been waiting around for all these years with him. It's just like, what's going on with this situation? And then his temper, her temper, it's just not a good mix. And they need anger management to find out why they're so angry. And most likely it's growing up in hectic environments. It's growing up in traumatizing environments. It's growing up in bad environments where you hear gunshots, bullets, people you love getting killed and shot, cops killing the people that you love too as well, hearing all the crazy stories and the drugs, everything that goes on in impoverished communities is traumatizing for a lot of kids. And then they grow up angrily. And this is what Don was working on last season, but he just stopped and started drinking and partying, acting like everything was all good. So moving on from that situation, they steal his stuff. Van is upset, but Van is feeling a certain type of way. Before he finds out that his house is broken into, he feels like maybe he should have talked to Jenn instead of getting so upset and hearing her out. He feels like he shouldn't have ghosted her. He shouldn't have did that to her. He should have just listened to her out instead of just, ghost her and just be done with the situation. So he's feeling kind of bad about the situation. And so then we get Ryan and Rachel. They about to have a picnic in their new Mercedes Benz, but they can't because it's too cold. But they're talking about christening this Mercedes Benz, getting it in. Ryan's talking about we've been in cheaper cars before and we did the nasty, so it's all good. I was like, oh no. And then we move on to Lily and, you know, Reese, they got their witch doll, that blow up doll, the big ass balloon sign. It's an ugly witch for Halloween, and it reminds them of Charmaine. So this is to get at Charmaine. They got little raggedy ass signs they have to protest, and they yelling, screaming about, you know, their unfair wages, and Charmaine was gonna go there and apologize, but now she shouldn't. But what Charmaine should have did was she should have apologized to the guys in the shop, just on good faith and good taste or whatever. It would have been okay. And then even though I don't think they deserve an apology, and she should, but just to be professional and business wise, and then, you know, you catch more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. But I wouldn't want to catch none of them bees in that shop. So we get Cobra. Cobra comes through. Cobra look all nice. She done lost some weight. Did you see her in her confessional shining? She's shining. She looks good. She looks healthy. I mean, when I say healthy, like mentally healthy, because last season she was going through a lot of situations. And she came down here. She thought it was all cool because Lily said that Loyal Inc. is together, but it's not together, because she gets there and she finds out that Lily's striking and Charmaine trying to take all their money. They get paid every 2 weeks, and they have to pay 50% up front and all this other stuff. And so it's a bad situation. But before then, Charmaine confronts, you know, Lily with her client trying to get money, and Lily was like, I ain't paying you a damn thing. I ain't paying you nothing. I'll deal with you later. I was just like, she would have been, that blonde hair would have been all over that floor, dragged down. You better pick up a chair, Charmaine. So now we get back to Cobra. Cobra's like, okay, what's up? And we all know that Cobra and Lily are cool, because Cobra has a crush on Lily, and Lily be flirting with Cobra, making her feel like she can eat it or kiss it or lick it, just play around with her. Now they move in together. They're like 50-50 partners with this apartment, because I guess Lily was holding down the apartment while, you know, Cobra was in Texas, but Cobra might have been still paying the rent, because at least it's probably in her name unless she transferred it. So Charmaine is very happy to see Cobra. Cobra's like, yeah, what's up, what's good, what's going on? So then Charmaine was like, oh no, this is not a sweatshop, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, whatever. So it was like, let's go on and talk. Cobra runs outside. She's coming outside, so everybody goes outside, and Charmaine was walking up to her aggressively or whatever. But Lily knows that Charmaine don't want no smoke from her, so Lily was like, don't be walking up on me all aggressive. What you gonna do? And it's just like, Lily knows that she's scared. You need to learn how to fight. You need to learn how to fight, Charmaine, for real. You need to stop this. You can't be getting mollywopped on TV. Like, come on. So, anyway, Charmaine, man, this is embarrassing. And then you get beat up by like a soft drink. A milkshake, a milk dud, all sloppy and drunk, shoulders all messed up, and she's just mollywopping you. So Charmaine tries to, you know, stab the balloon or whatever, and she's stabbing the balloon, and actually they've been on strike for 2 days. She's stabbing the balloon, then Lily flips her over, Lily grabs her, they fall down. You know, Danielle does jump in, Cobra does jump into as well. Reese jumps into as well. They're trying to separate each other, but they fall and the balloon's falling down. But Don is there to separate them, and he squashed it. He was like, yo, I don't want to hear this shit no more. We're gonna stop it. This can't be going on no more. So he actually put his foot down about this crap, and he's actually stopped them from arguing and fighting. And he's telling Lily, we can't do this no more. We can't we can't, like, he's actually addressing Lily with the situation, and he's just done. Like, so it's like, at least he's the only one that stepped up at the end for Charmaine, but we'll see how long that lasts. But he did step up to Lily, like, we can't do this. And even Don said he'd been knowing her for a long time. Four is just a punk. I don't like Four. I don't like him, and I used to like him, but now he's just so fugazi. So anyways, and I like Four's music, but he's pissing me off on this show. I hope he brings it around and come around with this, because he looks really bad, because Charmaine was really supporting him in his career. So anyways, it's done at that situation. And once Don can get himself back together, I think he'll be more instrumental in the shop. Once he get his situation with Ashley together, the parenting thing, everything together, he can be more helpful, because he seems like he's broken right now. He seems like he's fed up. You know, he got the DUI going on. Even though if you check his Instagram, he looks like he's happy as hell. But right now, you could tell he's going through a lot. And and Charmaine's actually standing behind him. She's like praying, thank God somebody help me. Peace. I'm out. One love.